Whenever they got you, they will confiscate your items, they will arrest you, they will take you to the what? To the prison. At times they will just say, you do know what? For us to return that what? That item of yours, you have to exchange or what? Of sex. So you end up having no choice. You end up giving yourself to them because you want to put a food on the table for your children. I'm called Josephine Sunday. I'm from Kidgum district. I'm actually 26 years old. I have 3 children, that is biological, and 1 is for my husband, and some 2 relatives from the side of my husband. That means I'm taking care of 6 children in the house because my husband earns little per month. That's why I was like, there's no any other option apart from going to the street to do vending.
The COVID-19 crisis has exposed the vulnerabilities of the working poor in urban settlings in developing countries. In Uganda, the income of people who rely on daily trade or service were heavily impaired.
I start my work in the morning. I have to make sure I prepare something for my children. So by 8, I start my journey to get my item from Nakasero.
The country's markets and small-scale business, often dominated by women sellers, were turned upside down by these restrictions. A substantial proportion of Ugandans have to resort to informal work to make ends meet, leading to a sharp increase in the number of street vendors. This kind of work often faces limited social, political, and legal support, leaving the working poor vulnerable to shocks like the COVID-19 pandemic.
My capital during the lockdown, I was having like 50,000. But sometimes I will not even get any profit. And from there, you have also to buy food. You see how our capital is what? It's reducing. Even rent is there. You have to buy medication for the child. You have also to cook, to buy meals. You see that. It was not all that easy during the lockdown because customer was not there completely. All people were at home. And after the lockdown, we are trying to look for the customer because, you know, people were not working and they don't have money. They have just started their life.
Street vendors have been deemed illegal, and Kampala Capital City Authority has cracked down on vendors, confiscated their goods, and evicted them from the streets.
You know how business is illegally. We don't have permanent places of work. Whenever for us, we street vendors, we are going to street to look for the customer. We have to what? To sneak. Whenever I saw these people, I have to what? I have to escape from them. But you know, those KCC council, they are not easy people. Whenever they got you, they will confiscate your items, they will arrest you, they will take you to the what? To the prison. To pull you out, you need to pull something like 500,000. So most of us, we are what? We are widows. So where do you think that 500,000 you will get to what? To your bail or to pull you out? Where do you think? You end up giving yourself to them because you want to put a food on the table for your children, and also rent is there.
In Ugandan cities and towns where unprotected informal workers form a large workforce, development processes should include protecting their efforts to secure their livelihoods in the COVID-19 recovery strategy.
After the train with the Frankfurt, for me, I know my right now because that paralegal book has helped me a lot. Whether I go in the street, whether this KCC council has arrested me, I know where to go. I know how to save. I know how to, at least even though I get something small, I have to what? To save. So the way I got some experience, I know how to do record keeping. This is how Frankfurt has helped some street vendors to overcome the challenges we are facing. Most of our women are uneducated. There's no any other choice apart from going to the street. That one is the only solution or the only way to earn money in Kampala. So I'm seeing if the government and some other NGOs help us, give us some vocational training, or they can even at least do some advocacy, like linking to the government, just to give us freelances or to reduce the price. So we behold that is if the government give us a gazetted place, we should even be there permanently.